Hey everyone, as you can tell, we are not going to go live today. I know last week I said, hey, we're going to do an interview, we're going to be live. Um, but just life happened. Some things happened in my schedules and some unforeseen things happened, and trying to navigate with others or coordinate with others just didn't happen. But it got me thinking, and I just wanted to share this today, especially as we've been talking through Advent, as we're talking about this season of peace, this season of waiting, this season, all of that. If you're like me, sometimes when these unforeseen things happen, when something happens, whether it's a horrific tragedy or a big hiccup in our life, or just sometimes those small schedule changes that I was planning this, and all of a sudden something happens that was not, I didn't expect it. I get more caught up, I get more frustrated with the fact that my beloved schedule was disrupted, and that can throw me more into a downward spiral. If I'm driving down the road and my tire pops sometimes, and I have somewhere to go, I'm more angry in the fact that I need to get here, and I'm not probably as mad as I should be in the fact that my tires pop, but I'm more concerned with this disruption happened. And I think not just with scheduling, but in life, when our whole life is thrown off guard because of a tragedy, that something happens in our own life that makes us, that throws us off track, that kicks us down or trips us up. I think this season teaches us that we are in the reality that you and I live in, is that we are in a broken world. We are in a time where that this stuff happens because things are not right. Now, God is at work making, behold, I'm making all things new. He is at work, but we are still in the time where there's just not, it's not right. And so we cannot let ourselves become completely derailed when we recognize, or when we enter into those seasons, those rough seasons. And I think that the Bible teaches us that the first thing that we need to recognize, the hope, if you will, that we can hold on to as we enter into these seasons of our life, the seasons of trials, the seasons of suffering, is that Emmanuel, God is with us. If there's the one thing that we have that allows us that space to be okay in the times of waiting, in the times of trial, is that God is with us. He doesn't guarantee that your schedule is going to be perfect. He doesn't guarantee that all is going to go well. But he does guarantee is that, hey, I am with you. We know that because God has come down, put on flesh, dwelt in our midst. And not just because Jesus has come down and dwelt with us, but now he has sent his Spirit to you and I as believers to comfort us, to guide us, to strengthen us. So he is here. And when we hit these unscheduled events, disrupting our day, disrupting our life, we have to fall back on that solid truth that God is with us. We can't let ourselves completely become undone because it caught us off on guard. It caught us off guard. The reality is that this world's messed up. And it's not that we have to prepare for everything, but we have to recognize it's not going to go the way that we want. And if we rest then, not in our scheduling, not in our beloved schedules and our planning, but if we rest in Emmanuel, when we hit those times, when we enter into those periods, when our schedule's blown up because of disruptions, because of people coming into our lives, or there's a period of hurt or brokenness, we don't have to. Now, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to say this isn't right and I'm hurting right now. But we don't have to be completely undone because Emmanuel is with us. And so the promise this Advent season is that in the suffering, in those times when things don't make sense, when all of a sudden our schedules are thrown out of whack, our planning is thrown out the window, The Advent season reminds us, Emmanuel, God is with you, God is with me. So let's rest not in our planning. Let's rest in the fact that God is with us, and not just with us, but as he says in Isaiah, I am with you through the fires, I am with you through the floods. He is with you now, holding, guiding, comforting, walking with you through this time. Schedules, we can't count on them, but we can count on God. Let that be the place that we find comfort. Have a great night.